Hey, good morning, you lovely people out there. Today we're doing a tribute reaction. Since this morning I woke up and I received a lot of messages, unfortunately, learning that Elza Soares passed away at 91 years old. And we've done reactions in the past of this artist. And when I discovered her like a year or so ago, I was pretty impressed because, of course, I've seen an artist that was late in her career that she was still doing it. So that's how I know her. That's how I begin to know her. But of course, there is an entire history behind. And I was taking a little bit of time to read about her life. And the thing that I was shocked the most, honestly, from what I read, was the beginning of her life. You know, that she was born in poverty and in a favelas, and but she had a good childhood, it seems, until she was 12 or 13, that she had to marry. I think she was forced to marry, an arranged marriage, and she had the first kid very early on, at 13 or something. That really shocked me because I'm like, whoa, that's something that belongs in a feudalistic society, you know, like 1,000 years ago or so, not in the early 19th century, but probably in the early 19th century, people still believed or behaved a little bit as if it was like, 700 years before. So that I find it really shocking. And then, of course, I learned other things about her life, her marriages, and the loss of her first husband, and then the second husband. There was also a alcoholic, and he also lost him, and a kid that he had with this guy, a kid that also died in a car accident, a 9-year-old. Whoa. So, I mean, definitely somebody that has, especially early on, has struggled. And it seems like, for Brazilian, it seems like she is also a symbol of resilience. And I get that partially from what I can understand, of course, from what I can read. I wasn't there, I haven't experienced her decades and decades after decade of artistry and music. So I can only say that when I did the reaction, I was inspired by an artist that is still going in her 80s. 91 is a very nice run for anybody. It's a great life in terms of longevity. That doesn't mean that, in part of these lives, like we've learned, she has suffered a lot. But again, a symbol of resilience. And of course, in 2022, 91 doesn't seem extremely old. And sometimes you just wish people would stick around a little longer, always a little longer. And I guess that's a sentiment that we feel towards our loved ones, towards the people that are not our family, but it's a sort of an extended family. In this case, for Brazil, for artists, maybe that's the case of Elza Soares, So you wish those people stick around a little longer. And again, I always think about the people I've been relating to in terms of art for a very long time, for the past 20, 25 years of my adult life. And I can imagine if one of those artists was to be missing today, I will feel like a deep emptiness. And I'm pretty sure there are millions of Brazilians which they feel that way today. So I just want to do a song that was requested. I got many, many messages this morning requesting me to check Mulher do Fim do Mundo. And I thought I wanted to do just a talk, but then again I was like, okay, let's put it together with the nice reaction. So this is also the first time for me listening to Mulher do Fim do Mundo. Elza Soares, rest in peace, riposa in pace, and let's go together. I also want to read the lyrics right here. I already put it on right here. Wow, what a peculiar rhythm already with that bandolin. Almost feels like already a little bit of progressive rock.
Meu choro não é nada além de carnaval. É lágrima de samba na ponta dos pés. A multidão avança como um vendaval. Me joga na avenida que eu não sei qual é. Pirata e super-homem tentam o calor. Um peixe amarelo beija minha mão. As asas de um anjo soltas pelo chão. Na chuva.
I don't know exactly what it means, but pirata e super-homem cantam o calor. Un pesce amarello beija minha mão. Un pesce amarello. Un pesce amarello sounds, I don't know why, but it feels like some kind of like a young breath or something was kissing my hand. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but please let me know.
De confesso, deixo a minha dor. Na avenida deixei lá. A pele preta e a minha voz. Na avenida deixei lá.
Man, what a nice infusion of a little bit of samba with the rhythm that feels also I want to say like there's a combination of different elements. You know, there's samba of course, but then there is also a little bit jazz, and it feels so good. There's also a little bit alternative. It's so good.
A minha fala, minha opinião.
Because I hear this guitar underneath, you know, like a little bit Santana style.
A minha casa, minha solidão. Joguei do alto do terceiro andar. Quebrei a cara e me livrei do resto dessa vida. Na avenida, dura até o fim. Mulher do fim do mundo. Eu sou e vou até o fim. Cantar.
Man, I'm enjoying. You have no idea how much I'm enjoying that progression underneath, a very like jazzy progression underneath, again samba and jazz, but so progressive, man, with her voice, which is pretty minimal. It's almost like a prayer, you know, like she's more like singing as if it was really around the fireplace, you know, or outside, the old, like I want to say the wise lady of the village, that she's chanting like a story, you know. I really love this weird bass keys, you know, very space voyage type of thing, like also watery. Nice combination. Whoever put together this arrangement, really awesome. And I'm trying to understand. Mulher do fim do mundo sounds like it would sound in Italian. Donne either alla fine del mondo or to the end of the world. So I'm trying to understand, because mogli della fine del mondo, donne della fine del mondo sounds like it's like women at the end of, like, you know, really at the end of the word, but could be in Italian Napoleon. We use that expression also to define women of a certain character, like extraordinary women, you know. Se una mulher sia a fine do mondo, we say in Napoleon, which it's a compliment to somebody, like, you know, like, you're really that much. You're really this extraordinary person. You are a fine do mondo. So I wonder if she means it in that way.
Meu choro não é nada além de carnaval. É lágrima de samba na ponta dos pés. A multidão avança como um vendaval. Me joga na avenida que não sei qual é. Pirata e super-homem.
Beautiful mask, man. I love this video, also the colors. And yeah, she probably, I can see here that probably she's already in her 80s here, I assume.
Cantam o calor. Peixe amarelo beija minha mão. As asas de anjo soltas pelo chão. Na chuva de confetes deixo a minha dor. Na avenida deixei lá a pele preta e a minha voz. Na avenida deixei multidão. Joguei do alto do terceiro andar. Quebrei a cara e me livrei do resto dessa vida. Na avenida dura até o fim. Mulher do fim do mundo. Eu vou até o...
Man, I really like the composition of this song. It's mysterious, it's beautiful. Reminds me also for some reason of like this traditional piece, a little bit like I want to say a little bit tango, a little bit. I know that it's a kind of strange, but it reminds me of Astor Piazzolla as well, a little bit. There is something in it as well like that. And again, in the voice of Elza, there is something that it feels. There is something broken, you know, in the way that through her eyes and through her voice, I really feel the words, even though I don't understand all of it, but I have the sense of this person that, you know, when somebody has really reached the whole loop, you know, that's gone through suffering, overcoming this suffering, and then, you know, acceptance. And it feels like that in her voice, you know. And in fact, when I hear it, it makes me a little bit like emotional, because of course that's what we call experience, you know, the experience of a human soul, and probably she has had her fair share of that. And when you are in front of it as a spectator, you feel also somehow a sense of awe, because we all, of course, don't want to go through all kinds of shit, but in the case we do, we always hope that we'll have the strength to manage, and this is something that transpires from her tone, from her voice.
Cantar, mulher do fim do mundo. Eu vou até o fim. Cantar.
I don't understand why somebody didn't suggest me this before. You know, I really love this song. I really like this song. I found another favorite, actually. I really like the composition to the point where I want to see if I can do a cover or something. I'm serious.
Até o fim, me deixem cantar até o fim. Até o fim eu vou cantar até o fim. Eu sou mulher do fim do mundo. Eu vou cantar, me deixem cantar até o fim. La 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 la.
Wow, she has a little bit of a... She has that kind of like also soulful voice, a little bit Louis Armstrong type of thing, you know, like in the voice. It's so nice.
Até o fim eu vou cantar, eu quero cantar, eu quero é cantar, eu vou cantar até o fim, la 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 la. Eu vou cantar, me deixem cantar até o fim, me deixem cantar até o fim, me deixem cantar até o fim.
I wonder if she's saying like me deixem cantar, they tell me to sing, right? Or me deixem cantar, or leave me, you know, let me sing. I wonder which one. It feels like, I don't know, in her face I have the sense that they're telling her in the lyrics, you know, they're asking me to keep singing, something like that. Feels a little bit more desperate that way. But let me know if I'm wrong. What a song, guys. What a song. I hope there's nothing there anymore. What a song, man. What an amazing song. What a composition. I really want to have the translation down very well. I understood a little bit here. But guys, please let me know what I missed. And if you already have a good translation, I really want to enjoy this song again. I get chills. And of course, you know, we always appreciate artists more when they're gone. We should appreciate them a little bit more when they're here. But then again, you know, like for everything, when we have a sense our friends, our loved ones, and the people we look up to, they're here, we kind of like, you know, it's always in the back on our mind. It's a sort of a safe spot that we feel we can go back to just in case. It's reassuring that they're there. But then when the inevitable happens and they're gone, then there is that final ultimatum, basically. There is that thing that you go like, wow, now I cannot go back to that place of comfort anymore, knowing that they're there. And what I can wish for myself and for you is to have a long life, a prosperous life, a life that you're surrounded by people that you love, and they can have a prosperous long life as well. That's the best wish that I can wish you. That's all there is in life, after all. Everything else is just truly just noise. Anyway, Elza Soares, riposa in pace. Guys, I talk to you tomorrow. Ciao.